Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Eephus, is what I think it's called. Grown men's recreational baseball game stretches into extra innings on their beloved field's final day before demolition. Humor and nostalgia intertwine as daylight fades, signaling the era's end, or the end of the era. So, I guess these guys had some kind of adult baseball league that they loved, and for some reason they're tearing down the field that they play on. And it's funny, like I wasn't in an adult league, but right down the street from my house where I lived and I grew up, it was called the Legion, right? And we played everything there. It was just it was in between houses. It was this huge field. Eventually became a like old age home they built there. But prior to that, there was nothing. It was just open field. We played football there. We played baseball. That's it. But we did it like all the time. And it was like I could cross the street and I was right there. And my town was so small. So, I mean, I know this isn't an adult league kind of thing, but I don't recognize anybody in this, which is fine. 6.9 on IMDb, 733 people rated it so far. So, I don't know. I have high hopes. I'm hoping it's good. Found it somehow, some way. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Eephus, and I have to say, almost, but there's so much there that I wanted to love this movie, and I just couldn't convince myself to do it. The concept is there. Now, I think 9 out of 10 people are going to find this movie incredibly boring, and from start to finish, I think. And while I see that, I absolutely see that, I grew up playing baseball. That was my life. I tell my kids all the time that when I woke up in the morning, in the summer, I was up before anybody else in the house. I was out on my bike with my bat, my ball, and my glove, finding a baseball game, and I played all day long until I had to come home. That was my life. When I got old enough, I could play in the leagues, like Little League, so on and so forth. Played as long as I could. When I first got my job, we had a summer softball league for my company. Always wanted to do that. Most jobs I could go and I could do that. Now I don't get to do it. Now my daughter joined softball, so I got that connection back. Just happens to be like she's not playing softball anymore as of today. So like odd that I watched this movie and thought of it, but the whole time I'm watching people who love baseball and love playing the game. I love playing the game more than I love watching it. And it's just something I always love to do. And I was even thinking to myself, I wish I could start a league like this. This is an adult beer league, hardball though, not softball, where it seems like older gentlemen and a mix with some young, talented people get together and they have a small league. And the one place that they're having the game, they're putting a building on. This is the last game ever. So the game goes on for a long period of time. It's tied. It goes extra innings. There's no lights. They're playing in the dark, that kind of thing, right? So it's really elongated movie, to give you that feel of, I don't know, like trying to keep the game going kind of thing, right? But it gets really, boring and silly at times that they're like playing in the dark and stuff. And you don't really get a connection to the characters or, anybody in there. You get a little bit here and there, but there's not a lot of that character development that I always say you want to be emotionally connected to. If you're a baseball lover, you're connected to the plot and the idea of, man, if I could just grow old playing baseball, that would be great. There's a guy, and it's this Franny is his name. Opening scene of this is Franny coming out of the woods with a chair and a table to take the book. He keeps the book for this adult beer league that nobody else goes to. Like there's like 2 or 3 other like people who attend the game, to watch it, spectators. Very small amount of people, right? But it's them playing it. And this guy, you think about him, he's a little bit older obviously than not old enough to play the game. But this is his life. Like he really enjoyed going to these games, keeping book, and just watching it. And so it's like he starts it, and as you can imagine, once the game over, he kind of ends it. You're hoping throughout all this that there's going to be some laughs, that you are going to care for some of the characters. That never really happens. There might be a little bit of laughing. There's a lot of attempts. It really, it's not dialogue heavy, and it makes it feel more real. Is what I think they attempted to do. Is be like, these are real people playing real game, and this is the things that are going to happen, right? And so with that being a part of it, there's none of the big funny jokes or those kind of aha moments in it. There's no character development, which I mentioned multiple times. And then you're waiting. You want to see what's going to happen, something that's going to tie it all together, or something like that. There's a big, and spoiler alert, just so you know, it's not going to ruin the ending, but they don't have that piece of it. You're thinking there's a setup for this that's going to really, I don't know, either make you happy at the end, make you cry, make you something. It's not. It makes you like, man, that was a long movie with not a lot to it, and there wasn't much to pull out of it. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, I think the idea is there. There's components of it that I really, really like. But then I just think it went too close to be real, I think, than to make it enjoyable for a movie watcher. There you go. I don't know if I made any sense there, but made me really miss playing baseball. And I want to go out now and play, and I want to find a league that has the same level of talent that I'm at, which is very, very low, and get people to play and just have fun. And it was cool because the team guys, they knew each other, you know what I mean? And they could, it's not like you have to pay somebody new and you know who they are. They're all kind of friends. So that aspect of this movie I really enjoyed. But there you go. That's all I got. I don't know if that was helpful. Appreciate you tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.